Next here tonight to the governor's race, and in 24 hours, U.S. Congressman Charlie Crist could secure his lead in the primary battle. Tomorrow night, he is scheduled to face fellow Democrat and current Agriculture Commissioner of Florida, Nikki Fried, in their first and only scheduled debate. Capitol reporter Forrest Saunders joining us right now from Tallahassee tonight. And Forrest, you spoke with the Crist campaign today ahead of the big night. And while he certainly has the lead going into this, he can't afford to sleep on this debate because Nikki Fried is going to come out swinging.
Yeah, that's absolutely right, Paul. And if you know Florida, you got to know Charlie Crist. This is a guy who's been attorney general. He's been ed commissioner. He's been a lawmaker. And yes, of course, governor, too. And while he held the initial lead in this race, as things have moved forward, the race has tightened up a little bit. And political experts are warning that Crist's biggest opponent on Thursday night could very well be his own record. He's got the money, he's got the endorsements, and Thursday night, Crist will have the attention of Florida's Democratic Party.
Democrats are going to be watching, and a lot of minds are going to be probably being made up based on what happens here.
Former state rep Sean Shaw speaking with us ahead of the big showdown. The Crist surrogate saying to expect a poised political veteran to take the stage, ready for whatever his opponent has to throw at him.
Since he's become a Democrat, Charlie's been great, and there's a reason that the overwhelming majority of electeds and former electeds have been with Charlie. We trust him, we're with him, and we're ready to go.
Speaking of trust, that will likely be a big focus for Crist's opponent, Nikki Fried. The ag commissioner told us Tuesday that the party should be wary of the former Republican, saying Crist has been inconsistent on issues like gay marriage and abortion.
We may agree on policy positions today, but I certainly don't trust Charlie, and the people of our state shouldn't either.
Fried's tactic is likely to force Crist into a simultaneous defense of his record while attacking the incumbent, which political experts say will be vital to winning the nomination.
So that's pretty much his challenge, is to keep his lead. He's got to exude confidence and that he's the one that can beat the governor.
Crist has been spending almost all of his campaigning focused on DeSantis.
That's why I'm running for governor, is to defeat Ron DeSantis.
It's put him ahead in most polls, though Fried says she's closing the gap ahead of the August primary. And there is not much time left until that primary. The voters head to the polls on August 23rd. Paul?
Yeah, and Forrest, we got to talk about this because it was put out there on Twitter land today. A lot of rumors swirling around that this debate won't take place or will have to be rescheduled because of a COVID outbreak on the Crist staff. What are you hearing about that? What are they saying?
Well, so this all originated with the Leadership Blue conference that happened over the weekend in Tampa. There was an outbreak of COVID. We've seen Val Demings come down with it, the guest speaker as well, the Governor Pritzker. And so there's been some concern there. Nikki Fried, in passing last night during an interview, had mentioned that maybe this debate won't happen because there have been allegedly some diagnoses of COVID within the Crist campaign, and she speculated in sort of a off-the-cuff comment that the debate wouldn't happen because of it, that Charlie would duck out. The Crist campaign really was not happy with that comment, and they issued this statement today, and I'm going to read it for you here. Nikki Fried and her campaign continue to mislead voters to distract attention from her floundering campaign. Charlie is looking forward to taking the debate stage on Thursday, where unlike the commissioner, he will share his vision for a Florida united. So they are confirming through this statement that Crist will at the very least be on the stage on Thursday night and trying to put to bed any of those rumors that he may call it off because of COVID concerns. Paul?
All right, sounds like it is definitely on for us. Thank you. And of course, we will be watching very closely and bring you the very latest. But